Hey guys, I'm back. So, since I finally got myself a normal blade that's not Neopixel, today I decided that I'm gonna show you guys what this Tri-Cree adapter does and why I personally bought it for. But yeah, so I have a Neopixel blade here. Um, and if you don't know what a Neopixel blade is, they're basically this, but they have a string of LED that's in the blade. As you can see, these normal blades have nothing, they're just pure plastic. But Neopixel blades have a string of LED running through top to bottom all the way to the tip. And then they have this uh, like a Neopixel connection that goes right into the hilt. There's like some, you probably can't see it on camera here, but there is some pins that's in the hilt here that connects to this Neopixel blade, and then it generates the needed electricity, the needed data from the soundboard to the blade, which controls the LEDs and powers it up. So due to having that LED string in the blade, it's prone to be damaged if on hard impacts and stuff like that. So if you don't want to risk that, having this adapter is a nice option because it allows you to use these normal blades and it's able to illuminate these normal blades. And they're like, obviously these blades can break, but they're easily replaceable. They only cost about $20 or around that range, depends on where you're getting them from. And Neopixel blades run you about $70 and over, so that's pretty expensive to replace. So you wouldn't want to replace that all the time. And you'll probably eventually get to the point where you could probably get a new lightsaber if you keep breaking Neopixel blades. So that's why this is such a nice option. But yeah, so according to the instructions that you're given by Ultimate Works or the Pach Store, it says that you're supposed to be able to stick this in right into the blade here. But unfortunately, I guess it only works for their blades, like how they specified on the instruction here, that it'll work with their blades, and they don't guarantee that it'll work with other blades. But don't it's all right because it still works fine with this blade, even though it doesn't go in, except it'll just be sitting right on top. The blade will just be sitting right on top of the LED like this in the blade. So the way you think about it, you're losing about an inch or so blade depth. So it's better. I mean, if you could get your hands on one of their blades to use it with this, then I guess that's probably better. Or else if you're using it with the normal blade from a different company that doesn't allow you to do that, you got to keep in mind that you're losing about an inch blade depth, and you got to be using a hilt that has the necessary blade depth, so it's more stable. I mean, if you're using this with like a thin necks already just only have like an inch or two of blade depth, and they need all the blade depth that they can get, or else they're gonna be really unstable. And yeah, and you for those of you that has thin necks, you already know the instability of having a thin neck. So if you're losing that much blade depth, it's probably gonna be even worse than it really is. So I have my master replica Mace Windu here that's been converted into a Neopixel with the Profi soundboard. And I believe I don't have a Neopixel blade for this, and honestly, it has such a large diameter that having a Neopixel blade in this, it's kind of wobbly. So I already have used the Tri-Cree and this blade in it, and that really, I believe, it's the perfect setup for for this particular hilt I have. So sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna put the Tri-Cree adapter in here and show you how it works. You just drop it in pretty much, and then once it's in there, it's in there. And then you just put the blade in, and then you screw it. Just screw it real quick. Sorry. All right. And now I have the Tri-Cree adapter in with the blade. And you just power it up like normal. And then you have your Tri-Cree activated blade. Works like how it should. You can see the flash and flash on the blade. And then blaster blocks. Like, you can't really see the blaster blocks. So that's one thing to keep in mind. I mean, maybe if I change the font here or something.
Teensy.
You can see it flashing somewhat, but it's not really, you don't really notice it too much on camera. But yeah, you do see the flashes for the blast block. And then for lockup, flash on flash. Everything still works. But yeah, if you see the brightness here, let me just
Master Windu.
go back to the window font here. So I guess I will show you the comparisons in brightness. This is the Tri-Cree, and then I'm gonna put the Neopixel blade in there. Alright, so I have the Neopixel blade in there right now. And for those of you who don't know the differences between the Neopixel blade and the normal blades with the Tricree, you could see the differences here. And like I said, the differences between the Neopixel blade and the normal blade is the Neopixel blade has the string of LED throughout the blade, which makes it a lot brighter and more evenly lit up, like how you would see like in the actual movies or cartoons. And you're able to program the LEDs, so you could control each little LED. Like it, as you can see, only for blaster box, only a certain part will light up, and that's one of the advantages of Neopixel. While for the Tricrees, or basically any LED hilts like this one, for flash on clash and stuff like that, they will just flash the entire light or the entire LED, and then you'll just see a flashing effect on the blade. While on a Neopixel blade, it's kind of more realistic, where it only does it proportionally, or according to how you program it. But yeah, that's the Tri-Cree adapter. Thank you for watching.